Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzware, and welcome to chapter number 6, Secret Vault of Secrets, I should say, in my walkthrough for Skylanders Giants, the 100% walkthrough. I should be more kind of specific, I guess. Good start here, good kickoff. So we're gonna kick things off. Of course, this particular chapter is a little intriguing in terms of being able to use this robot. Yeah, I get the rules. I know how to shoot. But
see something cool? Press the secondary attack.
yeah, damn. No. Okay, take that guy out before he attacks us.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing here is that considering that I'm playing on the Nightmare difficulty, I'm really wondering how much more damage will these guys be doing to me. So I need to turn down the mic. Sorry, not the mic. The audio. The headphones. My goodness, what is going on with me?
Punching the generator gives us extra shockwave.
Okay.
Now, if
Fantastic.
you want to see something really cool, press the action button.
Bam! Did you see that? That's what happens when you press the action button.
Each one of those enemies is sure sorry we did.
Alright, that is awesome. I love that attack.
Excellent.
Alright, we took care of business once again. Aha! Took care of that little copter. And I took care of the big copter as well. Fantastic. So yeah, as you can see on the Nightmare difficulty, I think these guys do a little more damage than they would otherwise. So definitely something to keep in mind because it will be a little challenging. So of course, on this level, you really first of all have to figure out a way to get inside the Vault of Secrets, which is what we're going to be working on. And look at that! Our first encounter with a brand new enemy in the Arkeyan bombers. Now the good thing is I'm using Bash right now, so I'm getting a little bit of a damage boost in this particular area, which is awesome. So the Arkeyan bomber is relatively easy to deal with. He'll just be, guess, doing what? Throwing bombs at you. And once he does, all you have to do is basically, there's two ways to battle him. You could just come up and, beat him up just like with the traditional way, or you could actually take that bomb and turn it around on him and hit him instead. So once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and roll right in here. Bam! Gonna smash some goodies over here, get ourselves some more jewelry and stuff so we could later on buy some upgrades or whatever it may be. And now we're gonna roll our way up here where we need to activate our very first power coil. I don't know, I refer to these things as generators usually, so that's really kind of the terminology that I use, but it doesn't really matter, it's up to you. So with this, of course, you gotta watch out for the electrical current, because if you get struck by it, it's not gonna be pretty, it doesn't feel nice. You want to try to stay against a light that is not powered. Like you saw right there, I was against the light that didn't have any power to it, and basically that will allow you to keep yourself relatively safe against the current. So that definitely is a bulletproof way to avoid taking any damage. So we're gonna wait for the current to pass, and then we're just gonna walk. So I think that the current is not, oh sorry, other way, you see. So I just stay there, do not take any damage in that process, jump over here, cause some harm to these suckers. There we go, that was very nice. I'm gonna charge up. Of course, that kind of sucked. There we go, that was a good attack. 240 damage, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm gonna pick up a key up here. Oh god, that bomb did a ton of damage to me. I didn't even realize that the bomb was dropped right next to me. So once we've dealt with that, we're gonna pick up some jewels right over here. And we're gonna roll up to this point, take out this sucker and this sucker over here. Gonna keep rolling for now. I'm just gonna take out these chompies real quick. Shouldn't be too much of a concern to you. At this point, you should be able to deal with them. Of course, on the Nightmare difficulty, even they are a bit of a pain in the butt. But right here, we actually need to switch to a giant, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to be seeking the assistance of T-Rex. Now, some of you guys have asked to see some Eye-Brawl gameplay and Thumbpack and things like that. And I don't mind doing that, guys. It's just that on the Nightmare difficulty, considering that those Skylanders are not very powerful yet for me, it becomes very difficult to use them because they're a little too weak and they don't do a ton of damage yet. So that's really why I haven't been using them. But we're going to go ahead and grab some jewels, of course, out of our first treasure chest, which is awesome. And now, right over here, you can actually converse with this fella over here. And if you want, you could go ahead and play some Sky Stones against him. In our case, we're not going to be doing that. So we're just going to keep rolling. Drop right down here. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. Alright, there we go. And now we're going to make our way back up the stairwell. And now look at that. Very familiar area now, isn't it? And now there's a little bit of a puzzly bit right over here. So what you have to do is you have to activate each one of these timers before they kind of run out, obviously. So that's really kind of the goal. Shoot that one as well. And that will bring the door down, which will then allow you to grab the key. Before you drop down, don't forget to unbox or unlock this treasure chest right up here. So make sure to grab all the goodies up here as well. So this particular area gives you a ton of goodies, as you can see, right away. So let's get this opened up, now that we have the 2 keys, of course. And now it is time for a little bit of a puzzle.
Who would build something like that?
Alrighty, so it's time to do a bit of a puzzle. Now, if you can't figure out this puzzle, my oh my, you probably need to go back to the 1st grade, because it's pretty self-explanatory about how to do it. I mean, there's really not much to it. So, now that you're done the east dam is going to open up, and now there's another bit in the robot. So basically what it does is you have kind of like an area where you play as a Skylander or the giant, and then an area where you use the robot instead. So it's really kind of a nice balance of things, in my opinion. I think it's fun. And it's really great to kind of have a bit of a variety in things and not just constantly be dealing with the same style of gameplay. So I actually like it. I enjoy this particular approach. Ah, damn. Gotta deal with these guys now too. Here we go. Alright, now of course if you get overwhelmed even a bit, you could always just go ahead and switch to, not switch to, but use your B attack, you know, that explosive shockwave. So that's definitely an option. And now it is our time to battle this Roboto, and I obviously have to punch him while when it says RT, that's really when you gotta punch. I mistimed that, so that's why I suffered. I suffered for my foolish errors. And there we go. We brought the other robot down now once again. So great success for us. Alright, I'm just going to use our power shockwave attack there, because it was getting dangerously low in health. It's not good, actually, and now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is not ideal, that's for sure. I should probably have concerned myself with a little bit of smarter health strategy. Definitely something to keep in mind for further playthroughs. Alright, now of course on Nightmare difficulty, as I said before, I mean, like, that guy did 30, I think 60 damage to us in total, but 30 and 30 with each punch. So it's definitely a painful process to deal with. There we go. Excellent. Alright, dealt with that guy. And if I have to, I'm obviously going to resort to my shockwave again, if I have to, because again, as long as it saves me from taking any more damage, I am happy to do so. Alrighty, so we've made our way to the next area over here. And of course, before you always continue, wait, because you always get rewarded with a good amount of jewels there. So just be on the lookout for that. There we go. We could actually hurt this guy standing over here every now and then. It kind of almost like glitches, because these jousters, they're a bit of a pain in the butt. So really try to deal with them as quickly as possible. Alright, so now we've got a good amount of variety of attacks here. As you can see, I mean, we're dealing with a bunch of different types of enemies all at once. So things get definitely challenging and overwhelming at times, honestly, just because of the fact of how many different types of enemies you're dealing with. So on Nightmare difficulty, run. That's the tip. The tip of the day is run for thy life, my friends. Run for thy life. Okay, there we go. So somehow I was able to deal with that fella over there. Now I would really like to actually, yeah, I don't mind getting a bomb thrown at me at this point, just because it actually kind of helps me out at this point. So I do not mind seeing that whatsoever. Alright, come on, gotta deal with this jouster. This guy's a bit of a pain in the butt, really. Okay, there we go. Good. So we dealt with him, and now this time around we have to turn on 3 of these bombs. They're kind of all in different locations, but still relatively easy to get done. And once you're done that, you can actually gonna take a right turn right over here before you go to that coil, or, well, power coil, or the generator, as I like to call it. and you can smash some of these goodies to get yourself some jewels. But there's also an area right here for a feat of strength, and it's not feet like your feet. It's F-E-A-T. So don't use your feet, please. Stop using feet with the controller. Okay, so right over here we get another treasure chest. Fantastic. Very cool. Alright, a ton of goodies. So we continue onwards. Now again, guys, you might think, oh, this guy sucks at Skylanders. Try to play on Nightmare difficulty while you're recording, live recording and everything. And I'd like to see how well you do. Because honestly, it's a bit challenging when you're playing it like this, because obviously you're putting yourself at much more risk, because when you do get hit, it hurts a ton. So yay, just be careful. That's my tip. Alright, but if you're playing on any other difficulty, including hard, honestly, it's pretty simple how to deal with all this. Now, of course, being a giant is a little more challenging with this area, because obviously you occupy more space, so therefore you're gonna, via default, acquire more commitment there. Gosh darn it. There we go. Somehow, oh god, no. I went a little too fast there. A little bit too fast. Alright, stick over here. And then I should be able to make my way across. There we go. And look at that. Back here, we've got a soul gem. But in order to get to it, we actually have to do a bit of a puzzle. So let's get that done first. Now, I don't remember these by heart, so I'm obviously kind of going off of trying to solve it at the same time. While as I'm doing this, I'm trying to remember how I did it previously. So I think what you would want to do is drop down, left, right. Oh gosh darn it. Nope. Well, actually, that works. There we go. Nice. Alright. Oh, perfect score. Not bad. Alright. So once you do that, you're gonna go ahead and grab yourself a soul gem for the one and only Bouncer. So you want to see his gameplay? Do you? Do you, ladies and gentlemen? You get Fists of Destruction. So let's go ahead and preview some of his gameplay. Now, I actually don't know Bouncer. I don't know. I just was never kind of impressed by him too much. Bam! Look at him, though. He looks pretty cool. I like the pistol fingers. That is definitely cool. And the Cyclops laser eyes. That's cool, too. Alright, so let's continue forwards. Now, here is a very difficult bit on Nightmare difficulty. Because right here, you're going to be dealing with 2 bark demons. And on top of that, you've got the root runners. So it's just not fun. This area overall is just really sucky to deal with. I mean, damn it. What the heck? How the hell did he get his bark running from... That's ridiculous. Not fair. Alright, first off, might as well grab the scroll up here. And it looks like we might be losing T-Rex in action, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's go ahead and read this first.
Beekman who first wrote, "The eyes are the window to the mouth the doorway to the eyes." In Brock's Rumble,
what the hell are you talking about? I'm joking.
Eyes and mouth can allow access to another kind of doorway, but Ankh would not know of this, as it is one of many villages the celebrated penguin novelist is banned from entering.
Yay! Skylander logic, or lack of logic. Okay, so I actually was able to do some harm relatively early on. Now I'm trying to get this guy to throw a bomb at me. That did not work. Alright, so looks like I'm gonna have to resort back to bash. Let's go bashing, shall we? So this will be interesting for certain. Because of course I'm gonna be trying to win, but it's very, very difficult dealing with all these bark demons, root runners, and the like. Okay, good. So root runner is gone, which means that now I can fully focus my attention to these 2 bark demons. Okay, and of course I don't want to let them get a hold of me at all, because I mean 200 damage is not something I'm very much interested in doing. Damn it. What the heck was that? 355 damage? Are you kidding me? That was not fair. Not fair at all. And now on top of that, we gotta deal with an Arkeyan shield Juggernaut. Fantastic. Now this guy, he's got this very annoying laser attack that you gotta really watch out for. So Okay, come on. How did I miss that? Okay, go for the laser shot. Go, go. Come on! Are you kidding me? How am I missing that shot? I've gone for it so many times already. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Oh god damn it. Gosh darn it. I'm so sorry guys, but this is it. This is nightmare difficulty for you. It's just sometimes I'm honestly almost shocked by how much damage they do to me. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, look at that. I was kind of far away from him, and yet he was able to do so much damage to me there. That was odd. Okay, so we're gonna let these. Well, we're done kind of here. Now we got to take care of another puzzle area. So as you make your way up this thing, you got to be turning all these switches on. So just remember to do that. Alright, well actually I probably should try to access this room while the door is still open. Hey, this guy is really quick. Look at him though. He's getting squashed now. Well, these fellas are all gonna get squashed now. I'm just gonna keep hitting them with these. Oh gosh darn it. No, come on, this is ridiculous. So powerful. So powerful, it's not fair. It's not fair how powerful these guys are. Okay. Go! What are you doing, this guy? Okay, he shouldn't be able to defend himself from behind. That's a little obscure, don't you think? Alright. Whatever happens, happens, I guess. I don't really have a control over that one. What the heck? How does he hit me through that? Damn it. Damn you. Damn. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's ridiculous. It's genuinely unbelievable how powerful they make these guys. Like it's kind of unbelievable how strong they make these characters. The difference is just the difficulty difference is so substantially large. It's crazy. All right. Well, since that guy all he wants to do is just jumping, might as well come down here, grab this Lucky-chan wheel. Fantastic. All right, another lucky wheel of health. Cool. Adding to our collection of Lucky-chan wheels. Now, there we go. Okay, good. Crusher was able to crush the competition here. There we go. Fantastic. Good. And now Crusher is gonna walk his way up this rampy. Up this rampy? Really? Did I really just say that? Did I really just say rampy? Ah, my goodness. Embarrassing. The only thing is, well, I have this weird hunch that I had forgotten to drop down on another lever. Let me just double check that one time if I am incorrect. Okay, so it looks like there's nowhere else that I could drop right now. Okay, good. Good. Alright, so then let's continue onwards, shall we? Up this platform we go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. We're gonna crush our foe. Right? Get it? Alright. So now it's time to do another puzzle. Yay! Puzzles for the win! So yeah, this is a very puzzle-heavy level, obviously. Alright, so let's get rolling on this one. Again, a relatively simple one. Really not very much to it. Just kind of go with the moves you could follow. I guess what I'm doing, basically left, right, whatever it may be. So 7 moves gives you a perfect score. That's cool. All right, and now the West Dam has been unlocked. So now once again, we got one of these robot riding phases again. So should be fun. Should be fun. All right, just don't want to get overwhelmed by these guys. Oh gosh. Hey, shoot him. No. Shoot him. Damn.
Punch them.
Ah, okay, there we go. At least I unlocked the shock attack again, which will come in handy, especially when having to deal with these helicopters. These little helicopters are really so frustrating because the aim, honestly, on this game is not fantastic. Like, you're gonna notice that pretty early on. It'll be apparent that
It's another one.
the aim is not incredible. So just watch out for that. So if they do get up close, because there's an actual achievement for not getting hit by them at all. So if they do get close, just use your shockwave. That will be a good saving grace. So now once again we got to do some fighting with these robots. Again, when the indicator appears to hit them, that's when you got to go for the shot. Basically, when it says RT, press RT, or whatever system you're playing it on. Whenever it says press that button or encourages you to do so, just go ahead and follow the instructions, and it should be relatively easy to deal with these fellas without any troubles whatsoever. At least in my opinion, I think it's pretty easy. It should take about 3 punches to take out all of these. Of course, you could shoot them in the process, but it's really, it barely does any damage, so it's almost kind of inapplicable and not really worth doing it, just because by the time that you actually, oh gosh, there we go, almost missed out on punching that generator, because by the time that you do any type of damage, he'll be already punching. So it's really just pay attention to the indicators, and that's all. That should really be your only focus, at least in my opinion. That's what I would recommend to you to do. Oh god, damn, that guy did a good amount of damage to us, that fella. There we go, took out that copter as well. Fantastic. And now we're making our way to the final area over here. So, here we go.
There it is.
Of course, once again, we're going to depart from the robot. Going to pick up some goodies, of course, as I always mention to you guys. And now there's quite a bit of stuff to do here. So, since the Skylanders of water are stronger here, plus Crusher is a little bit slow, I'm gonna ask for a little bit of assistance from Mr. Bunny Ears himself, Slamabama, Alabama. Alright, and we're gonna slide down here first. Now, right down here, you can meet up with Urek. What's up, Urek? And let's see what he sells to us this time. So we can get ourselves a spy gear. Cool. We can get ourselves a tropical hat. And on top of that, you can get yourself an Arkeyan Ultron, which is a very, very useful Skystone, especially this early on in the game. If you can afford it, make sure to pick it up. And that is why I always say pick up all the jewels that you could possibly have. Now, next up, we need to smash this area right here, because as you can see, there's a teleporter over here, which we will then use to teleport to this area and grab our legendary treasure for this chapter. Fantastic. Alrighty, thank you. And now I'm going to use this teleporter to come back to here and activate another one of these power coils. So there we go. Gonna place that in its correct mode. And now this is a little more challenging because it is a curved turn. So just be on the lookout for that. And you really kind of have to time it right, because there's no off bulbs on this situation. So it's really about just kind of figuring out when it's gonna shoot across, and then you go across quickly before taking any damage. So that's kind of the only tip I could give you in that sense. Before you continue onwards up this platform, you actually want to take a bit of a detour down here. And you need a tech Skylander, of course. I forgot to point that out at the beginning of the level. That's the only elementally locked area that you're gonna need to get through this level. So once you've gotten that, you can converse with this fella, who looks like such a cool character.
I've been in here for hours trying to find a special hat that the Arkeyan supposedly left behind. But yeesh, it's pretty tricky. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
Alright. So I just wish this guy would come, like, I wish he'd become a more prominent character. I really love his design. He looks very cool. He looks something like kind of Pixar-y or DreamWorks, you know, one of those types of things. He just has a really cool design to him. I really love that robotic look that he has. But of course, we gotta acquire a hat. But not only a hat, we actually have to acquire a treasure chest in this level as well. So first off, you're gonna maneuver, and yeah, and a fairy. I forgot about that too. So we're gonna grab this key over here and drill our way down through here and use these keys to rotate some gears. So we're gonna use that. Oh, sorry, my bad. There we go. Gonna rotate our way, slide our way over here now and use this key once again. Fantastic. Whoops, wait, wrong move. I'm sorry. There we go. Sometimes it double taps by mistake, or I double tap by mistake, sorry. So we're gonna open that and we're gonna rotate this again, and now that will allow us to access the ferry, of course, right over here, the discount ferry. Yay, discount ferries for the win. I wish we had discount fairies, or sapphires, sorry, in real life as well. You could just find them and be like, yeah, no, I get 2% off all my purchases at every possible store. Oh god, video games would become so much cheaper. Alright, I would hunt down all those sapphires for sure. So we're gonna hop up here now. And gonna glide up to here, and as you can see, we've got some Arkeyan bombers hanging out. Looks like they're having a bit of a meeting. And the good thing is that if you attack them early on, you can actually kind of just push them all off. Well, I kind of failed there with the third guy, but the first two I was successful with. So as long as you're very aggressive right early on, you should be able to actually push most of them off, which is very, very cool because it saves you a ton of headaches to deal with. So gonna keep gliding through this area. Now, of course, as you can see, there is a treasure chest, which we need to get access to. So we're in fact gonna glide up here. And there we go. There's our treasure chest, which we need so very badly. So we're gonna pick that up. All treasure chests have now been found. Good news for us.
All mine.
Did you hear that? All mine. Bebop, bop, 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 bop. I love that. Alright, now, the other thing is, I haven't done this in a little while, so I just need to remember one thing. Okay, good. So, I think I didn't miss the key yet, because I think it's actually after this. Yeah, in fact, now I'm almost certain that it is. So we're gonna move our way up here, use this key to rotate the platform, and now, of course, we gotta make our way all the way around again. And you might be asking yourself why we haven't done much. Well, we actually did maneuver things, remember? Because now we can make our way over to here. Switch that. Fantastic. Make our way across to here. Grab this key right over there. Switch this now. And looky look, what do we got ourselves? We're gonna place the key right over here. And keep rolling over here. And now mash this sucker open. And get ourselves a hat. Very cool. Alrighty. You found a hat. An officer's hat, I should say. Sure, let's put it on. I don't mind that. Alright, so once you've done that, that is all. You're done in this area and you could go ahead and leave. So once you're done, again, we're going to return to the control platform, hop up here. Now we can actually head to where we were supposed to go before, and that is up through here. Grab this pizza. Always awesome to have some pizza. It's not as cool as watermelon, of course, but it's pretty good as well. All right, so if I can get these Arkeyan bombers attracted first, that would be ideal. Okay. Okay, good. That strategy paid off. Now I want to kind of apply the same to that Bark Demon. As long as I can... Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, that did not work anymore. Okay, here he comes now. The big guy is coming. Oh, gosh darn it. So, of course, this guy's very, very troublesome. As you remember, we've dealt with some of these fellas before. So they are a bit of a pain in the butt to deal with. And that is why. So let's switch back to Crusher, who had quite a bit of success in terms of dealing with enemies. So we're gonna switch to Crushing Crusher. There we go. And now another puzzle is in session, I guess. Alright, so let's see. How did I do this one? Okay, so I think you would want to go through here as your first move. This, and like so, dropping down, taking a right over here. Sounds like I'm giving directions for like getting somewhere. Alright, perfect score, excellent. Now, I don't know if it's a good idea to try to do this with Crusher, just because he's relatively slow, of course, but what the hey, I might as well give it a try. Why not? And that's why you don't want to do it with a giant, because you will take damage. Okay, good. So I'm just gonna let the electrical current pass through there. Okay, watermelon, awesome! Rewards for my hard work. Yes, delicious watermelon. And look what we got. We got a Juggernaut right up there, who will right away greet you with some lasers. That is just fantastic. I mean, that's exactly what you would want to see now. Okay. I don't know how he got me there. I guess maybe just because I'm a giant, he can actually reach me. Oddly enough. What the heck? Okay, that was not fair. Alright. I'm gonna summon Slamma-Bama. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get that Arkeyan bomber to throw some bombs at us so that we can kill this guy that way. There you go. Yes, come on, give me bombs. Yes, fantastic, and now die. It's kind of mean, but at the same time, that's a great way to deal with them in nightmare nightmare difficulty. Alright, so we're gonna actually head back here for a second, and we gotta grab ourselves another hat right over here. Now, I'm not taking off the bunny ears off of Slam Bam because he's bunny ears himself, so he can't take it off. I'm sorry, but this is a very good hat because it increases your critical hit by 10, so that's very, very useful. Definitely equip it if you're having a hard time. That's a great way to really make the process of getting through these levels easier is by simply having better hats, because then of course you're more upgraded and you have a little bit more power to deal with all the challenges that lie ahead. And again, Arkeyan bombers are awesome because they actually help you defeat everything else on the field. So for that, I applaud you, Arkeyan bombers. Alrighty, so we got another puzzle on our hands, obviously, and let's see. So I'm gonna try to, again, I don't know this by heart, so I'm really kind of going off of how would I solve this puzzle just by looking at it right now. So that's all I'm going by. So just keep that in mind, okay? And let's see. So I'm gonna move my way over here now. Drop down. Okay, that was a mistake. I shouldn't. Oh, actually, no. There we go. Bam! Look at that. That was actually pretty good. Haha. Fantastic. Excellent. Wasn't a perfect score, but excellent. I'll take it. I'll take the excellent. And there we go. We now opened the Arkeyan Vault itself. Now it's cutscene time. Uh-oh. What is this? Let me guess. For it is the one and only Kaos. Here comes Kaos.
Behold! The map to the lost city of Arkus. And it's mine.
Yay, he got it. The villain wins, doesn't he?
This is my awesome presence, and is revealing its secrets.
Is it really? I don't think so.
Arkus will be mine, and I will be the ruler of all Skylands.
Or maybe not. And there goes the map. Alrighty. And there you have it, guys. That does that. And of course, we're going to have a conversation with Ghost here. But you guys can see that in my regular walkthrough as well. So there you have it, guys. That is how you find all the goodies that are available within this particular chapter. Of course, the Secret Vault of Secrets. I've showed you everything. And of course, right here, I'm showing you also the fact that the reason why we didn't have these middle stars because A, I did not clear it under 13 minutes, and B, I did lose some Skylanders in the process. So those are things that you can kind of figure out on your own. As I always say, I always encourage do one run where you're just focused on getting all the collectibles, and then do one run where you're focused on getting through the chapter as quickly as possible. Forget all the collectibles and just completely go, 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 you know? On my other playthrough that I'm doing on medium difficulty, I have 3 stars, so that's kind of the technique that I went with. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, all that being said, go ahead and hit that like button so that you show me that you want to see more of these. Of course, subscribe, share the videos, favorite the videos. Those are the best ways to show support for the series. I'll catch you guys next time with another 100% walkthrough episode where we will be taking on chapter number 7. Alrighty, guys, thanks a lot for watching. You guys are freaking awesome. Thanks for all the support that you have already shown. Peace out, and see you later.